Currently, if the user swipes left on an entry and clicks on delete, the ID of that entry is passed to this delete entry action. And to demonstrate that, let's just log out this entry ID, save that. Let's try to delete an entry. So you can see the ID of the entry is passed to this delete entry action. We then pass the entry ID to our get entry index by ID helper to get the index or the position of that entry in our local entries array ref. And we then simply use splice to remove that entry at that index from the local entries array. However, this is currently only affecting our local entries array. And if we reload the page, we see that entry back again. So instead of removing the entry from our local entries array, let's actually delete the row in our entries table with the corresponding ID. Help me out with a quick like, comment, share, or subscribe. So let's comment out this splice line and jump to the Supabase API docs. Let's stretch this out a bit. Look for delete rows, and we can see an example here. So let's copy this and jump back to this delete entry action and paste it after this comment. And again, we're using await. So let's make this delete entry function async. And so this query is just going to grab our entries table once again, and it's going to fire this delete method to delete something. And it's going to delete a row or rows based on the criteria that we specify in this equals function. And in this case, we only want to delete one row. We want to delete the row where the entry ID here matches the entry ID that we're passing to this delete entry action. So we can just change this equals function to ID. So we're going to select rows where the ID column matches the value we specify here. And we have the entry ID we want to delete here in this entry ID parameter. So we can just change this to entry ID. So if there's an error, let's show an error message. So if error, let's use our composable, use show error message and pass in error.message. And if there's no error, let's just fire these remaining lines, which fix a bug that sometimes happens and display a notification. So if there's an error, we'll show the error message, else we'll fire these remaining lines. We no longer need the index. So let's remove this as well as this comment and this console log. Let's test the error first by changing this table name to one that doesn't exist and save that. Jump back to Moneyballs and reload. Let's try to delete this phone entry. Click on delete. We see the error dialog, relation public.entries.zz does not exist. So now let's test a successful delete and set this entries table back to the correct name and save that. And let's move Moneyballs over to the left and get our entries table on Supabase on the right. So let's reload, swipe left on phone and click on delete. And we see it removed from our local entries array and our page. And if we refresh the entries table on Supabase, we see that row disappear. And again, the reason we saw it disappear from our local entries array ref is because we have our real-time updates being handled. So when the entry was deleted on Supabase, this on hook was fired, payload.event type was equal to delete. And we then removed the corresponding entry from our local entries array ref and saw the entry removed from the page. Get the full course, including authentication, row-level security and policies, database functions and triggers, storage, edge functions, and running Supabase locally from makeappsacademy.com or click the link in the description.